would you shoot with a 60-year-old camera? No autofocus, no instant preview, no digital corrections, and yet cameras like these are making a comeback. Today, I'll walk you through this classic camera, how to use it, its features, and if it's a good choice for beginners, because like any other camera, it has its own flaws. So this is the Yashica Electro 35, a rangefinder aperture priority film camera which was firstly introduced in the 1960s and quickly became one of the most popular film cameras of its time. This camera looks stunning in black, the all-metal body, that matte black finish, the vintage style dials. Overall, the look and feel of this camera is absolutely amazing. It's the kind of camera you actually want to carry around. It is solid and feels heavy in a good way, and I think it could last for another 50 years or maybe more. This camera has a fixed 45mm 1.7 lens which results in great low light photography and beautiful depth of field. It has automatic exposure. You set the aperture, the camera adjusts the shutter speed. Now here's a fun feature that you might not expect. The Yashica Electro 35 actually has a built-in self-timer. You just have to wind this lever up clockwise and click the shutter, which will then give you about 7 to 10 seconds to run into the frame and strike a pose. Loading a film might seem intimidating at first, but it's actually easier than it looks. Let me walk you through it. First, open the back using this lever. Now place your 35mm film roll on the left side with the flat end down. Next, pull the film leader across to the right and tuck it into the take-up spool. Make sure those little holes in the film, called perforations, line up with the sprockets. Close the back, advance the film using the lever, and take a blank shot or two. Once the frame counter hits 1, you're ready to shoot. When you're done shooting the entire roll, press the small release button on the bottom and then use the rewind crank to roll the film back into the canister. Just don't hit that rewind button while you're still shooting, and if you do it by mistake, no stress. Just advance the film again and you're good to go. And hey, if you find this confusing, ask your dad. He probably shot with one of these. Unlike DSLR or mirrorless cameras, this uses a rangefinder system for focusing. Let me show you how it works. Once you look through the viewfinder, you will see a small yellow patch in center, which is kind of shaped like a diamond. You need to adjust the focus ring until the images overlap perfectly. And this is when your subject is in focus. When you're set with focus and aperture, half pressing the shutter will confirm your exposure. A red light or a red arrow inside the viewfinder indicates overexposed. A yellow light or a yellow arrow inside the viewfinder indicates underexposed. No light indicates you're good to go. Perfect exposure. You don't need to calculate shutter speeds manually. The camera does it for you. Also, I recommend matching the ASA value of your film camera to the film stock you're using. For example, in my case, I'm using the Kodak Gold 200, so I'll set my ASA value to 200. The original batteries have now been discontinued due to environmental reasons as it used mercury. It does require a PX28 or equivalent, which is rare to get these days. But the modern hack is to get an adapter, and you're good to go. I'll share some links in the description. As of 2025, you can find the Yashica Electro 35 between $50 to $150 depending upon the condition and the model you go for. Way cheaper than most of the film cameras out there with this lens quality. Once you're logged in, frame your shot, click that shutter and listen to the classic film camera sound. So is this camera worth using in 2025? Let's break it down. Fast f1.7 lens, great for portraits and low light shots. Simple automatic exposure, ideal for beginners. Classic film aesthetic, no filters needed, this is the real deal. Fixed lens, no zoom, so you have to move to frame your shot. Needs a rare battery, but modern workarounds exist. No manual shutter speed control, the camera decides for you. So if you're just starting out film photography, this is a great camera to learn on. But if you're looking for something more manual, then you might want to check out some other options out there. So yes, the camera does produce those nostalgic images, but shooting film is more about slowing down, making every shot count and enjoying the process. And this camera does provide you that without being too much complex. I hope you enjoyed the guide. Do drop a comment if you have any questions. Also, let me know your favorite film camera.